Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them man, big profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, make profits. I jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up watching them man, big profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching I'm still in my same big private. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Him make private. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? They make private. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? They make private. That TTG money gang. They make private. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. It's the final hour of the day, final half hour of the trading session, final day of the week. We've got a long weekend this week. Don't forget, markets are closed on Monday. So if you guys are trying to hold on to positions, don't forget, Tuesday is when we're back in business. Make sure you guys tune in Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. You can set your reminders right now because on Monday night, I'm going to go over with you guys my entire game plan on what I think this crazy market of ours does next week, what I think happens with all these AI stocks, and what are some of the top trade ideas that I have going into next week. But it's not next week yet. It's still this week. Let's talk about how we made some money today. Unity software. That's trade of the day for me. That's where we focus on. But also there's a handful of trades of the day, right? From members, AMD for the short. If you guys caught the live stream yesterday, you know that was one of the plays that we were focusing on coming into today. We actually shorted AMD yesterday, was a day early on that. And then today you got the rollover. And then finally you broke that key level of support. A lot of members are actually still in the short position on AMD. Some already took those profits off the table. Others are still holding on to a piece. Congrats, TTG fam. Those of you that capitalized on AMD to the short side and those that made profits with us on Unity. Full disclosure, I have no open positions currently as it stands right now on the day. I'm not short AMD. I'm not long Unity. I flattened out on the day. And now we can finish up the final 20 minutes of the day and see if there's any other opportunities here. And we'll talk about what happened as you finally got a red day in this market. It feels like the markets have not given you a red day. It feels like a month. It's the last time you've had a red day in the markets. Not literally, I'm exaggerating, obviously, but the markets have been on one hell of a tear, right? And we finally got a little bit of a pullback today. It's not a major pullback. It's not a major crash but the markets did give you a little bit of a reset, and it's a little bit of a take a breather, right? Take a breather. Yesterday felt like a little bit of a blow off top type of move where everything was extending higher. It's just normal that today you get a little bit of a pullback and a little bit of a reset where the markets just take a little bit of a breather. So I'll recap for you guys. What was it about the Unity trade that allowed us to, or gave us the conviction to step into that trade when we did? Because I was a bit aggressive. I was a little aggressive on that Unity trade. And I want to talk to you guys a little lesson today about why I was aggressive with it. And we'll finish through the final 20 minutes of the day. And I'll talk you guys through what action that I'm seeing and what it all means for next week. So welcome. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. If you guys don't know, we're the fastest growing and highest rated premium educational platform available. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place, because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, I go live right here for free. Where myself, other TTG pro trading mods, and special guest drop golden nuggets, can be free lessons, education, and trade ideas to help you all become better traders. So smash the like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of the golden nuggets that we drop on a regular basis. Why should you listen to all those golden nuggets? Why should you pick them up and stuff them in your pocket? Because I found those golden nuggets while working at a fund in New York City. I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City. My first job out of college, I had to go through a 3-month training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. Also, the same year, I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, you fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and over 30-person staff. We've helped thousands of traders from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries. Truly a global community when you guys join TTG. But we're the fastest growing platform out there because we combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures, but also for day trading and swing trading, and also long-term investing. So we cover all of it. All right, there's something for everybody inside True Trading Group, regardless of your trading style, regardless of what it is that you're actually trading yourself. we also take that university level curriculum, which is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training that I received at the fund. We paired that with today's premium stock market tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. These are tools that give you more information that help you make better decisions, that increase your chances of success, but they're expensive. So we spend years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products and tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. Right there saves you around $5,000 a year. You also get access to all of our members. Excuse me. You also get access to all of our members that are the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you guys are ever going to find, again, from 115 different countries. And you get all the trade alerts from myself and the other moderators at TTG that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate amongst us as a group of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So again, smash that like button, folks. Turn on your notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. All right, so let's talk about what's going on here today. What I'll do first is I'll kind of hit on this Unity trade. This Unity is where I made my money today. So we caught this long on Unity today. This was where I made my money today, and it all is being based off of this 4250 level. This 4250 level. Let me actually go to a full size chart just so you guys can see all this. Once we broke above this 4250 zone, it was on, right? This is the area that I wanted to really focus on. And guys, once I finish this Unity, my business partner, Adam, who's been on the live streams, all week with me, is going to come on and tell you guys about something that's pretty special. So once we're done with this trade recap on Unity, and we'll talk about the lessons there, we'll have my business partner come on and share with you guys something that is pretty special. So Unity is a stock that if you've been following our live streams for the last couple of weeks, you know that this is a stock that we've been focused on long for the last 2 to 3 weeks, ever since they came out with that news with Apple on June 5th. And we made some really good money trading Unity, swing trading this thing for the long. Some members have been in this thing for the entire time. Others, like myself, have been in, out, and then back in again over the last 3 weeks. And it's been a really great trade for us. But 4250 was the mark for me today. And 4250 was a big level of resistance. Now, not only is it today's initial high, these are the highs of the day from the morning, but then you broke through that level. All right, that's a clean break with a nice increase in volume. You can see the heaviest volume of the day on that break. And then I stepped in and I got long right there on that tail, guys, right into that tail at $43.30 is where I stepped in and I got long on Unity. And that's because that 4250 level was a huge level of resistance. Now, if I take you to the daily chart, which I'm going to do, we're going to go right now. The daily chart, you'll notice this is a massive level of resistance. You can see triple top highs in February, and double top highs in December, and double top highs in September, right? So there you can see very clear as day, resistance, resistance, resistance. And then if you take a look at the last 2 days, you'll also find here again, the last 2 days giving you this resistance there as well. So when we came into the day today, and then break through that level, now I'm saying there's my increase in volume confirming the break. That tells me there's going to be more upside. So I bought the first pullback that we had. There's the pullback right into 43.30. And then we were able to capitalize on this move, that we got to the upside. Took profits all along the way. It turned out to be a really nice trade for us. But the thing that I want people to notice is my entry on this is a little higher than than you guys may normally see me take trades. I want to explain why. I'm a conservative style trader, which means I like to buy pullbacks into support. So usually my buy zone will be right here, which is right in front of the prior resistance level. Now looking for it to become support. So why did I step my buy up? What made me enter this trade higher than I normally do? Because I like getting my positions as close to my stop loss as I can. The closer I get to my stop, the bigger my position size can be. The bigger your position size can be, the more you can make on winning trades, which helps you improve your average win versus average loss. A lot of inexperienced traders really struggle with their losing trades being bigger then they're winning trades. You're never going to be consistently profitable if you lose more when you're wrong than you make when you're right. Getting your entry closer to your stop loss will help you increase the size of your average win because it allows you to get bigger position size. So that's why I love those more of those conservative style of entries. So what made me step it up? And this has everything to do with the severity of that 4250 level, knowing that it's a major level of resistance that's been in place for over a year. You broke through it. You got a big surge in volume. That confirms the break. When you get a big surge in volume through a level, that confirms the break. And then I'm saying to myself, my trade line and my VWAP indicator are both already above this level. So your trade line and your VWAP indicator, you can see, is already above this level. So the chances of this thing pulling all the way back down to this 4250, 4275 is a little bit lower. And I said to myself, this looks like it's going to be a little bit more of a higher momentum type of break and run. I've got support indicators above that breakout point. I should step my buy up and take this trade. It's something that I'm working on myself in my own trading because there's a lot of times my analysis is correct and I never get filled because when a stock has very high levels of momentum, it gives you very shallow pullbacks. And if you don't grab that shallow pullback, you don't get filled at all. That has happened to me many times because I love to be really greedy with those entry points and try to get my fill as close to my stop as I possibly can to get the size that I want. So I've been working on trying to do a better job of reading the momentum on breaks and stepping my buy up in order to get a fill instead of being super greedy with my entry points. That's something I've been working on to try to improve in my own trading. And this was a perfect example of that, where I said, hey, it looks like this is going to be a high momentum break. I've got those support indicators are both at 43 because VWAP and trade line were at 43. So the chances of us going through VWAP and trade line all the way back down to that previous level of 42.75, 42.50 was a little bit lower. So I said, you know what, I'm going to step up in front of 43. And then I got long on an order at 43.30, which then filled me on the pullback. We went to 43.25, and the stock ripped all the way up to 45 and change. And we were able to rip profits off the table on Unity. So congratulations, guys. For those of you, my TT fam, that were able to capitalize on this trade with me on Unity. It's not a monster. It's not like the stock ran all the way to 48, but it's a nice profitable trade for us today on a Friday before a long holiday weekend. And I'm happy with it. Happy with the day. And congratulations again, all of our members that capitalize on Unity. All right. And then we'll move over to AMD just real quickly, just to recap. This was the other one. This is where, members actually did better on the AMD setup than even on the Unity setup because AMD gave you tremendous follow through. This is stock to be shorted yesterday. Today, we finally broke it down. Yesterday, AMD was extremely weak. The markets just went up all day long. AMD could not move, but that buying pressure in the overall market held AMD above a key support level of 122.5. And today, as soon as the markets pull back, AMD finally cracks. We recognized that relative weakness yesterday. If you were on the live stream, we told you that focus today should be short AMD. Focus on that trade setup today. And a lot of people in True Trading Group were able to capitalize on that as you broke below key support. And now that stock is drifting and is bleeding itself out. I like AMD for more downside. I think AMD gets down to this support level around 116, 117. So keep this on watch. If you guys, members of True Trading Group, I know many of you are still in this trade short. If you're still in it short, I think you're okay to hold into next week and look for a move down to this support level that you guys see on my screen, 116 to 117. Look for a little bit more downside there. I wouldn't hold full position, right? Don't be a pig with it. Don't be greedy with it. Guys did very, very well in this trade from like 124, 123 shorts, stocks all the way down to 120. So what I would do is I would look for, if you want to hold 20 or 25% of your position over the weekend, I think that's totally acceptable. And you look for final take profits down at 116, 117. Okay. So great job, guys. That's where we made our money today in True Trading Group. It was either Unity, it was AMD. Some people shorted Carvana. A lot of different action in a lot of different places today. So congrats to all of our teaching members on a solid Friday. Great way to close out what was a good week. And we're going into the holiday weekend with a nice solid green day. So congrats. All right, guys. Now with that said, I do want to go ahead. I would like to now bring on and introduce guys shortly to my business partner. All right. And co-founder of True Trading Group, who just needs a couple of more minutes before he comes on. He's got some really interesting stuff and something pretty special that he's going to share with you all before we do break for the long weekend. So he's going to come on in just a moment. Let's zoom in a little bit on the SPY, because the SPY just had a little bit of a pullback back down towards lows. And you actually have your order imbalance is actually to the buy side. You actually have an order imbalance to the buy side. It's 1.2 billion to the buy side is your imbalance. So you got 1.2 million still to buy as the markets are giving you, we're closing right now right near the lows of the day. It's be interesting to see if we can push through and crack that low right before the closing bell, and just kind of take away a lot of yesterday's move. Yesterday's move, if you caught the live stream, I said yesterday that yesterday felt like a blow off top, right? Yesterday felt like a blow off top. Things got extended. And I told you that I thought today was going to be a pullback day, coming to the day, looking for, look for like something like AMD stocks that have been weak, look for those short opportunities. And so far you're seeing it, you're down. It's not a huge red day, but down almost 0.7% on the SPY. As you can see, you're giving back half of yesterday's day. That's basically what we've done. We're giving back half of yesterday's day. Giving back about half. And I think there's more room on the pullback. What I really think you're going to see, not necessarily tomorrow, Tuesday, but I do think this pullback works its way back down into at least the mid to low 430s. I think there's a little bit more of a pullback to be had here. I don't think that you're just going to, on Tuesday, just take this day right back and then push up to 445. I don't think that's going to be the case, but we'll talk about the game plan for next week on Monday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys set your reminders as I'll go over with you guys exactly what I think happens for the short week next week. And then what are going to be my top trade ideas. I'll give you guys a list of stocks that I'm really homed in and focused on. Got new lows of the day right now, guys, on Alphabet. Alphabet's making a new low of the day. Alphabet's actually forming a really nice head and shoulders pattern, guys. You got a nice head and shoulders pattern forming here on Alphabet. Let's kind of zoom in and take a look at that. There's left shoulder, there's head, and now here's right shoulder that's really getting put in here. And you got neckline here right around 122, right? Neckline right there around 122. You crack 122, you can see a pretty decent rollover on Alphabet, but you really need the AI hype to settle down. The AI hype has taken all these stocks to the upside, and it's keeping a bid underneath all of these stocks. These stocks are holding bid. Whenever there's pullbacks, they're getting swallowed up, and they're getting swallowed up quickly because of the excitement with AI. But this is a head and shoulders pattern that's forming on Alphabet. That is something that we're going to pay close attention to. So I'm kind of giving you a little bit of insight into what the future holds for you on Monday evening. Like I said, on Monday evening, I'm going to tell you, what it is that I'm looking at. And this is going to be one of those trade setups that we're going to be looking at. So you guys can jot this one down. Head and shoulders pattern, Alphabet through 122 support. That's a big level. If that level cracks, then I think you can see a move down to around at least 118.5. More likely, or the bigger target that I'd be looking for. The bigger target I'd look for is 116.5. But we don't want to be too greedy with shorts, because you haven't been paid to be short these last couple of weeks. But that is something that we're going to be focusing on as well. You have a double top also on Amazon. Amazon's got a nice support level around 124. So you have a lot of these stocks that have ran very, very far, very, very quickly. And I think there's more downside on them when you get pullbacks. So here, look at AMD. AMD really starting to roll over now, guys. Stock down 3.5% as that just made a fresh new low of the day, as the SPY also just made a fresh new low of the day. All right. So I think you've got more downside. Meta actually just went down towards lows as well. Look at Microsoft. Ooh. So Microsoft, guys, that's actually a failed new all-time high break. So there's the previous all-time high for Microsoft. It was right around 350. We got to 350 and then rolled it back over. That's a failed new high all-time. That's a failed new all-time high break on Microsoft. And now that is a very strong reversal candle there on Microsoft. Guys, I'm telling you, I told you on this live stream on this channel, if you caught my live stream yesterday, what did I say? I said I think yesterday has the potential of being a blow off top, and the markets are ready for pullbacks. And now all of these stocks that we're looking at are all now starting to give you some pretty decent pullbacks. Take a look at Adobe today. Adobe had that huge gap up on earnings. Adobe's trying to give back almost that entire move. You're almost back to yesterday's close, which Adobe reported earnings after the close yesterday, which caused that huge gap up. But that stock, you can see, giving back a huge portion. Almost all stocks only up less than 1% now, when we were all the way up at $520 earlier this morning. Now we're at $495. So that stock is giving back a huge chunk of its gains. And I'm looking for more downside if these stocks can break some of these support levels. All right, we got about 3 minutes to go before the bell. All right, like we said, that was a 1.2 million buy side imbalance, not having really any impact on the markets here just yet. Couple minutes to go. Yeah, Meta back to red. Meta is back to red. Still not at the low of the day. Meta was relatively strong today, even when the markets were selling off at around 11:30. So at 11:30 today, you can see the SPY was actually moving to the downside, but Meta was climbing up and actually made new highs of the day. So Meta is relatively strong compared to the rest of your mega cap tech names. This one has been one of the stronger ones of the bunch. And you'll have support levels back around 275, 276 on pullbacks on Meta. But, you know, nice reversal days on a lot of these names. Like I said, I kind of felt like yesterday the market got a little ahead of itself. Everything just went up. I mean, everything. And it just kept going and going and going. I just felt like you were due for a pullback today. Support levels that you need to have on your screen. You have to have 430 on your screen, 431, 432. This level right here. This has to be on your screen. Okay. You got to draw this level. That was a huge level of resistance that we broke through last week, or this week on Monday. You broke through that on Monday and you got the big extension. I do believe that you will go back and retest that level. That 430 level was such a huge level of support that I do not believe you just get a break and go without resetting and retesting and sitting back on that level. I think this market is going to go back and test that area. 430 to 432 would be a support level. Also 434 is a support level before that, but I do think you're going to work your way back down and test it. Fresh new low of the day, guys, right there. There it is. Seconds to go before the bell, and we are extending through the downside, now down to 438. AMD printing under 120. Alphabet, new lows. Adobe, new lows. I see some members of True Trading Group are on the 441 put. I see some members are on the put. Nice job going into the bell there on the SPY. So there's the close, guys. We're closed. We're done there. So a little bit of a pullback day, nothing major, but I feel like it was, you need the market to cool off a bit. I feel like things got a little too crazy yesterday, and today's just a little bit of a cool off day. And I think that is totally fine and totally normal. Anybody have any questions for me before I bring on Adam? Like I said, I want to bring on my business partner in just a few moments and share something pretty special with you guys. But if you have any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer anything that you guys want to know about. Now's the time to ask. Fire away. You guys have any questions about individual stocks or any questions about the overall markets, you guys can go ahead, sound off, fire it in chat. We'll grab one of your questions. We'll throw them up on the screen. It'll be my pleasure to answer. I'll take like one or two questions before I bring on Adam. Do I start to sell any long-term position that are 20% gains or more? How do I determine? I'm not. Azia, I'm not. But, you do what you want. It's your money. I'm not selling positions. I did my selling in 2021. right? So I sold my positions in 2021 at the end of 2021 when the markets were near all-time highs. I added back to my portfolio last year, and I still have some money on the sidelines. I did not get all of my money into the markets last year. I got a big chunk of it in, but not all of it. I still have some money on the sidelines. I'm not trying to now sell out of those positions. I'm just still looking for any pullback opportunity that I can get that last chunk of money into the market. It also depends on your time horizon. So, and this is just what I would do with my own money. I'm 38. I'm not thinking about retirement anytime soon. So my time horizon is pretty far out. I want to be a shareholder of all of these stocks for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years. Now, if my father, for example, who is getting ready to retire, if he said to me, Mike, I own Microsoft, I own Apple, I own NVIDIA, I own, Broadcom and Adobe and all of these stocks that have absolutely exploded because of AI, then I would say, yeah, it's probably a good idea to start taking some profits off the table because you have a different time horizon than I do. And you're up a lot of money on those positions and you're getting ready for retirement. You obviously need that money to live on your retirement. That's part of your retirement budget and your retirement income. So if that was the case, then I would be selling. But it's not the case for me personally. Everybody's in their own, situations and everybody has their own goals. And, you have to do what is best for you and your family and make sure that you consult with, licensed financial professionals like retirement professionals and financial advisors. But for me, I'm not selling. Even though I think the markets are going to pull back, I'm not selling. I'll trade a pullback, but I'm not going to sell in my long-term portfolio now and then look for lower prices. I'm just going to hold on to them. Next question. What are your thoughts on the 50% cash you still have sitting on the side? We just talked about that. I don't have 50% of my cash on the sideline. I have less than that. My thoughts are at some point later this year or at some point next year that the rest of that money is going to find a home. That's my thoughts. I'm not putting that money to work now at these prices. But I think that later this year or sometime next year, that money finds a home. But I'm certainly not doing anything right now. Could we see a rug pull? You could, absolutely. Of course you could. You could definitely see a rug pull. What would cause a rug pull, though? You have to understand what would cause it. The market does not believe Jerome Powell at all. Jerome Powell told everybody they're going to raise rates maybe 2 more times. The market does not believe him. The market thinks that Jerome Powell and company are finished. They think that they're done, but they're not raising rates anymore. Now, if Jerome Powell does raise rates in July, that'll be a surprise to the market. And you have to start paying attention very closely to the labor data. So jobless claims data have been elevated for 2 weeks in a row. Is it just like a one-off, or are the jobless claims numbers going to start to climb? So it was 262,000 exactly for the last 2 weeks, which is higher than estimates both times. The first estimate was 232,000, came in 262. Then it was 245 was the estimate, came in 262. So let's say next week, jobless claims data comes in at 278, and then it comes in at 291, then it comes in at 310. Right? If you start to see jobless claims numbers like that, then that will start to worry the markets. And if the Fed is still raising rates into the face of that, then yes, you can get a rug pull and the markets can start to pull themselves back. But the only long-lasting rug pull that you would get, and I guess, that's what a rug pull would be. You're not talking about a short little pullback, but you're talking about a severe move to the downside. Would just have to be if the economy deteriorates rapidly in the second half of the year and you actually do have a recession. If you actually do have the recession that shows up later this year, then the rug pull will come, and it will be a very, very, very sharp rug pull because so many people are being sucked into the market long at very, very high prices because of AI. And if the recession shows up later, that rug pull will be pretty quick. But the recession's not here yet. The data is what the data is. The recession's not here yet. My dad retires next year and is in a money market fund. Can you explain that a little, and could that benefit him going into the second half of the year? So much uncertainty in market direction. You know, Jess, again, I have to preface this. By telling you that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Okay. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and I suggest that everybody consults a licensed financial professional and a retirement professional for their own individual needs. Okay. Money market funds. So if I was talking to my father, and that's kind of how I'll answer questions when I talk about these kind of things. Money market funds are good, especially now because of the where interest rates actually are. Okay. It's a safer place where they can hide out instead of being in, something like Adobe or Nvidia or Tesla and have extreme volatility in their portfolio. A money market fund it's a mutual fund. It's a type of a mutual fund. And it's going to be, mutual funds will give you much lower exposure and much lower volatility and much lower risk than if you were holding on to individual stocks themselves. Okay. So money market funds are considered much lower risk. And when you are retired, usually you want to lean towards a much lower level of risk compared to when you're younger. When you're younger, you can take risk. You can wait out a 50% drawdown. Like you take a look at Nvidia last year. Nvidia last year was down, 60, 65%. But if your father's retired, or if he is retired or is getting ready to retire, yes, Nvidia has now recovered very quickly. But in the event of a market downturn, let's say you have a market downturn, let's say you do have a recession, and it takes 2 to 3 years for the market to go back to its all-time high. When you're retired, you need that money. You don't have the luxury of waiting 2 to 3 years for markets to recover. Now, when you're in your 30s or in your 20s, you don't really care that the market went down this year or next year, because in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years, when you're retired, the market's going to be significantly higher than where it is in your present day. So time horizon really, really matters when you're trying to figure out what to do with your long-term portfolio stuff. Okay. So, but again, I would suggest your father talks to a retirement professional that can look at his entire financial situation to determine what are the best investments and the investment vehicles for him. There's a lot of different, like you can go and you can buy short-term US T-bills right now and earn over 5% on your money over the course of a year. So your father can get over 5% on his money risk-free by going into T-bills, right? There's a lot of different things available today with lower risk that were not available over the last 10 years. Over the last 10 years, you have to go back to 2007, 2006 to get interest rates where they are now, where you can actually earn 4 to 5% on your money by giving it to the government. When you're getting a T-bill, you get a 3-month or a 6-month or a 1-year T-bill, or you're going and you're buying treasuries. They used to pay such a ridiculously low interest rate that it was a joke. You'd have to have so much money in order for it to even be worth it. But now you're talking about 5%. And if you're retired, when inflation is under 5% and you're earning 5% with zero risk, what's the risk? The risk is the government's not gonna pay its debt. We know, I know you have the debt ceiling issue, but the U.S. will always pay its debt. It's one of the lowest risk investments that you can possibly make, and you can earn 5% on your money. You go back 4 years ago, it was 1%. it was 0.8%. Now you can get 5. So there's a lot of different options available for lower risk appetites than there were years ago. And I think it's very important your father talks to somebody about all the options that they have. I hope that helps, Jessica. All right, guys. All right, folks. Well, with that being said, looks like Adam is ready to rock and roll. So everybody, I want to give you guys a chance to give a big shout out and an Ayo to my business partner and the co-founder of True Training Group. Everybody give Adam an Ayo.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
I like it. Yeah, you're in a good mood today.
I've been in a good mood for the last 2 days. I really have been.
I like it. I think members of True Training Group like it. I think Joe likes it.
Yeah, probably.
Joe loves it. See, I knew it. Joe just said I love it.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Just been in a good place, I suppose. So, what a week, man.
Yeah, bro.
The SPY went insane. We got a pause on rate hikes.
Yep.
Aliens exist.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's kind of skimming over that one from earlier in the week. I feel like that's probably, either way. Tomato.
It's nothing new.
I mean, it isn't. It isn't.
I know. I'm busting.
It isn't. Yeah, see, look, Thomas Alberson says, dang, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, we like everyone just breezed right over that. Like, I mean, it's a top-ranking intelligence officer was like, hey, yeah, no, there's aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, yo, there's aliens. We're not alone, this and that. It was like, oh, okay. KK is asking if we are dads. I am a dad. Mike has a dad. I am not Mike's dad. Yeah. So maybe that's why. Maybe the aliens are pumping the market. I have no idea.
Hey, who knows, man? The money gonna go burr,
Did this week go the way you thought it was going to go?
No, not at all.
What happened?
Jerome Powell told everybody that we're not done raising rates, and the markets don't believe him. And the markets went higher. I guess what Jerome Powell said and did is exactly what I expected him to say and do, but the markets reacted differently than I would have thought. The markets just don't believe him. Fed funds futures actually went down to 5.2 when Jerome Powell said it's going to be our target's now 5.6, moved their target back up to 5.6. They moved it down after the banking crisis happened, and now they just jacked it right back up to 5.6. And the market's like, nah, you're full of it. Yields have come down, Fed funds futures have come down, and stocks have gone up. And that's the exact opposite of what the market would do if the market truly believed that the Fed was going to raise rates 2 more times this year. Jerome Powell also came out and said, when was asked about rate cuts, he was like, you're talking a couple years before rate cuts. And the market's like, yeah, okay, bro. The market was like, yeah, okay. They don't believe him. They don't believe him.
He's just gotten really bad at lying.
Well, but listen, he's told everybody this is what we're doing, this whole time, and he hasn't deviated from it.
Yes, he has.
No, not really, man.
He said inflation was transitory.
That's that was it.
Hold on. He
From
said
on everything that he has said, this is what we're going to do, he has done.
Well, he leaves the door open. He's like you. I love you to death, man, but communicating with you sometimes is frustrating because you say just enough to not take a stance one way or another.
It depends what it is.
There's a prime example right there.
Depends what it is.
That's a prime example of it.
Well, you're making it sound like I never take a stance on what I think the markets are going to do, and that's the furthest.
No, you take a stance on what you think the market is going to do, and people see that here. I don't think that was the question, but when it comes to certain things, you don't. It's hard for you to kind of pick a side, whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that he does what you do, where you leave just enough open to where which way whatever has, it could appear that way. You know what I'm saying? Now, in fairness, you hang yourself out there way more than anybody else in this industry and wherever. But Jerome Powell has only ever said inflation is transitory as a for sure thing. He said he's going to continue to raise rates or whatever. Everyone knew that, but he's never given an indication beyond, his whole thing is, well, we may raise rates again next meeting, we may not, and I think Joe Sotomayor is correct. It's because nothing is 100% certain. Everyone wants answers, but few people accept the fact that there aren't 100% certain answers on it. That people can only give you the best they can and the best answers with what they have to work with the information that's available at their fingertips right now. However, you, with the exception of your intros on Sunday night, the things that you say are yours, The things that he says more and more, you can kind of see are obviously not all his. And at the very least, maybe not his, but not something that he truly believes. And it's as, in my opinion, it's as plain as day. So nobody has any reason to trust what he's saying. He's become, he's slowly becoming like Jim Cramer. Every time Jim Cramer says buy stock ABCD, you want to immediately short it. They even have an inverse Cramer ETF. Every time Powell says that we're not done, we're going to raise, the thing's going to go here and the world's going to explode, you immediately want to buy calls as fast as you can. And that's what, it's sad, but that's kind of what it's becoming. But the man doesn't have an easy job.
So what do you think happens if right now the market doesn't believe him? What do you think happens if he raises rates in July and then he raises rates again in September? What if he does exactly what he told everyone I'm going to do? Then what?
I don't know that anyone would be that, because he's already said that that's a possibility, right? He didn't say we're pausing and we'll reconvene. He said it's our intention that we may do this.
Right, but the market doesn't believe that he's going to.
I don't think he does either, man. And if he does, then he does. If he does, then he does. You thought there was going to be you thought we'd already be in a recession by this point.
Yeah, I thought by the end of the summer you'd start to see it. If you asked me a year ago, I'd say by the end of the summer, and I think that's actually what we said. And when we were doing lives in January, February, I said I think it starts to show the end of the summer.
All right. Well, you and I have spoken. You definitely thought the economic condition would be a lot worse by this point.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I'm saying it's not going to happen. I said I think you'd see it by the end of the summer. There's no way by August we'll be in a recession. That's not possible. If it does happen, it would have to happen in Q4. Because remember, you need 2 quarters of negative GDP. We haven't had one yet. So it's not possible to be in it by the end of the summer.
if he raises another 25 basis points, when does CPI actually come out?
I don't know the exact date, but you'll get another CPI number before and you get another labor report before the next Fed meeting. But I don't know I don't know the date off the top of my head.
I think that CPI continues to show what they want it to show.
What about the core CPI?
Didn't they just bring it down?
No.
What did they do with it?
So what do you mean? Did they bring it down? What do you?
The expectation of it.
Okay, so
that's the Fed's funds rate. Sorry.
Well, they moved their Fed funds target higher. They moved their target for the unemployment rate down. If that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. That is what I'm talking
about. But the core CPI is Jerome Powell made reference to the core PCE a lot during his press conference. And he specifically said, inflation is still far too high. If you look at core PCE over the last 6 months, we have not really made progress. His words verbatim, right? And you look at the CPI numbers that came out just a couple days ago. The headline CPI number is beautiful. You were at 4.9 in April, 4.0 in May. That's great. That's almost a full point drop in a month. That's fantastic. But the core CPI went from 5.5 to 5.3. So now what happens if in July your core CPI number goes from 5.3 to 5.2? And your month-over-month core CPI.
What is included in core CPI? It's the inflation of all things except services, except food and fuel and
food and energy. Food and energy. It takes out
food and energy.
Right. Takes out food and energy.
Right.
So that is the part of, and the reason why the Fed focuses on core is because they can control core with monetary policy by controlling demand. The Fed can't control commodity prices, like the price of eggs and chicken and steak. The Fed can't control that. The Fed can't control the price of oil, right? The Fed, that's not really under the Fed's control. That's global supply and demand.
Hold on a second. So the things that are actually moving down, that they're seeing moving down, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm just trying to follow along. That is the stuff that is improving, like food and energy.
Right.
As opposed to...
You're also seeing other areas improve, but you're also seeing other areas that are not improving, like
as fast. They're not getting worse.
Housing is not coming down like the Fed wants it to come down, right?
I think you're gonna have. I mean, look, I'm not a real estate expert. You're not a real estate expert.
No.
But from everybody that I've talked to, and I don't truly understand it, so I'm not going to talk too much on this.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't see housing coming down.
No. Now, I'll tell you right now, it also depends where you live, because certain places on the West Coast, housing has come down 10, 12, 13%. Prices are down in certain areas on the West Coast. But then you come over here in New Jersey, prices are still going up.
Yeah, prices are going up in Miami too.
You still have bidding wars on houses. You still have a house that's listed for $750 sells for $820. Like there is no slowdown in the housing market in certain areas of the country, and when you look at inflation and you look at real wages earned by workers, and the cost of living continues to go higher, that is a big imbalance that the Fed is trying to control. And, even with mortgage rates going to 7%, it hasn't slowed down the housing market in certain areas of the country like the Fed would have wanted it to be. It's actually the big reason why core CPI is still as high as it is. It's housing. Now, rent, finally, I saw rent prices have started to come down in Miami, they're nowhere near where they were before COVID, but they're down from their peak. So like, rent prices are starting to come down, but they're still very high. They're still very high. And, if that's how your CPI number could really stick. And then medical medical costs are still very high. You just had United Health, which is the best healthcare company related in the entire market. Okay. UNH, it's an amazing company. They warned actually of very high costs and very high medical related costs that are going to impact their profit margins going forward. And that also factors into core CPI. So you still have areas where inflation is still up stickier than the Fed wants. And the market, I think, I'm not saying that these are like, oh, this is a doomsday scenario. What I'm saying is the market is not balancing a fair reality of that possibility. Like the market over the last 2 days has just said they're not going to raise rates and inflation's not going to be sticky. It's not going to be a problem. Everything's fine. And the markets have shot to the upside. Now, that's usually the market trades in more of a balance based on probability of outcome, because that's how money managers.
Yeah, but hold on before I forget. I don't mean to cut you off, but before I forget, exactly what you just said. The market trades in more of a balance most times, right? Well, this goes back to something that I had said in chat and something that I had said to you as well. I forget what the exact number is, but the retail trader, right? Mm-hmm. The retail trader has increased 10 times. I believe it's from like 2000. Don't quote me on these exact numbers, but it's something like 10 times since from 2010 to today. Okay, the bulk of which all took place when? During COVID, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that people that got involved in the market around that time knew what they were doing?
No.
Do you think that they were chasing shiny objects and were emotional?
100%.
Okay. There was a lot of them that got into the market at that point.
Tens of millions.
Tens of millions of people. And it was the first time that you saw retail truly have this like greater than expected or anticipated impact on the market when they all band together and decide to purchase something. Right?
Right.
So a lot of what this looks like in the SPY is usually based on, it looks like it's being based on emotion. Like, yeah, we don't believe you, we're going to buy. Oh, wait, we may believe you, sell it off. Oh, let's buy it back if we don't believe you again. Oh, no. CNBC said we're good. Buy it up. That's what it looks like. It looks like heavy inexperience in emotional trading. And
I see a lot. I see a lot of FOMO. I see a lot of chasing.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a lot of what it is, right? Because I agree. I don't know, based upon everything that we talked about this the other night. Based upon everything that has happened and has been happening, I'm not so sure we should be here right now.
I know.
But regardless, this is where we're at. I think AI has single-handedly saved this stock market.
There's no question about it.
I think AI has single-handedly saved the stock market.
And it was a snowball effect because the AI brought so much buying interest into these tech stocks, which then pulled the whole market higher, which then forced out a lot of bearish positioning with put options and futures and, short positions. And you had such a negative sentiment and such bearish positioning and defensive positioning coming into 2023 that further got exaggerated even larger when the banking crisis happened. And then right after the banking crisis happened, they're like, oh, by the way, AI.
Right.
And that caught a lot of people off sides. And a lot of these fund managers were not exposed to large cap tech because they just sold out of it last year. Money Mag, like, what got hit the most last year? What was sold the most? Tech. It was, the stocks down the most last year were Adobe, Nvidia, AMD, Alphabet, Meta, Netflix, Amazon. These stocks were in the dump. So hedge fund managers, money managers, they just got out of these stocks. They're not overweight tech. They were underweight tech. Then AI comes, these stocks start to rip. Their clients want to know, what AI exposure do we have? And the fund managers are like, actually, we don't have that much. And the clients are like, well, we want more AI. So like, all right, well, crap. All right, we got to go back. We got to start buying these stocks back that we just sold a couple of months ago. We got to start buying them back. That pushed the whole market up higher. And now that caused people that are positioned negative, they got to cover their short positions because now the market's ripping in their face. They got to control their risk. And that pushes the market even higher. AI literally has moved this market to the upside. If you take away the 10 biggest stocks that have moved higher because of AI, the market's only up like 2 or 3%. Single-handedly, AI is responsible for this market rally. I truly believe that. Yes, the economic data has held up. I'm not negating that. Earnings were better than expected. The labor market's far better than expected, right? Inflation is coming down. It's not going back up. It is coming down. Even though core is sticky, core is still going down. It hasn't gone back up. It's still going down, just not going down as fast as the headline number is. So like all the economic data has also been better than expected. I don't want to just make it seem like it's just AI. There is obviously the element of earnings and the economy doing better than people thought. But AI is really what fueled this move to the upside.
Do you agree with what Douglas White is saying? So Douglas White just made a comment, and he says, AI is the biggest window dressing I have ever seen. What would you have to say about that?
So depending on what he means by it, I would agree or disagree, and I'll explain the two different ways that you can read what he's saying because I don't understand it. If he means it as AI is window dressing the entire stock market or AI is window dressing the stocks themselves. Because if he means like AI is window dressing for Nvidia or Microsoft, that I would disagree with if that's what he was saying. Because I do think that these are not. This isn't like a bubble hype like you had during .com. .com, you had 98% of all the companies that were in the .com.
Right. They weren't making money.
They weren't making money. They weren't profitable. They were startups. It was very, very different. AI, the companies moving to the upside now are the best companies on earth. It's Microsoft, right? It's Nvidia. It's Alphabet. It's Adobe. It's Broadcom. These are the companies that are benefiting from AI. They're the most profitable, well-run companies in the world. Okay, so it's a very different type of scenario. But if he means window dressing in the sense of it's masking weakness and uglier areas of the market, then yes, I agree. Because if you take away 7 or 10 of the biggest companies, like I said, the stock market is nowhere near 440. Nowhere near. You have a lot of other data that's already deeply recessionary, like industrial production, deeply recessionary, manufacturing PMI, recessionary. Even services PMI is not strong. So like you have a lot of other economic data that is already recessionary, but the market keeps moving to the upside, and it's because of AI. So if that's what he means by it, then I would agree.
Cool. I know the comment was already deleted, but I'll bring it up anyways, real quick.
Oh, this should be good.
Huh?
I said, oh, this should be good.
Henry Roberts, who is not a name that I recognize on here, says, I keep listening to this. Is it just you and your sheep? Because I can't imagine anyone who is not part of your fam listens to this. Bye. The internet's a funny place. The internet is a funny place. I'm happy, like, on one hand, like, yeah, it's a crappy comment. Yeah. But on the other hand, I mean, look, a lot of these people that come on here, like, they don't have a voice anywhere else. Nobody really, obviously, no one's paying attention to them anywhere else. Nobody's listening to them. They probably don't feel very important anywhere else. So
Yeah.
the internet's a great equalizer because it allows people to kind of, you know what, hey man, I hope that made you feel better. Like, I hope that contributes to your weekend. You know, we have a $3 trial. If you'd like to sign up, I'm sure you won't, but it's there. But it's all good. It is all good. You know, hey man, you know, I appreciate even the people that come on here and give us hate, because it allows me to ask questions like, hey, a lot of people on this live stream, you know, found us on this live stream. A lot of our members found us on this live stream, and became members. That's how they found us, because of these live streams. So, I mean, look, I don't know how many non-members are on here now. How about this? If you're not a member of True Trading Group, can you go ahead and type TTG in chat, please? If you're not a member of True Trading Group and you're listening to this as it said, let me know. Type TTG in chat. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead, type TTG in chat. So we have Nova Jewel, Kevin Mendoza. We have ZB. Let's see, who else we got? We got John Hill Semmelfort, Elena Roberts.
Welcome back, Elena. You were here last night.
Oh, Nova Jewel used to be. That's great. The Los Angeles Financial Minimalist. Excellent. Glenn Velvet is not a member yet. Although I hope Glenn joins, man.
Yeah, me too. Glenn's been a great Glenn, you've been a great trial member.
He's been a great guy, man. Empty Buckets, Joey Acevedo.
Not Joey Avocado.
Not Joey Avocado. Mike Hawk.
Hawk.
Hawk,
Yes.
like a bird.
Yes. Empty Buckets.
Empty, right. So, I mean, there's a handful of people. It's Friday before a long weekend. It's all good, man. It's all good. All right. I do. I hope that has a good weekend, man. He's probably pissed off about something else. So, look. You keep pausing on me. Someone's trying to attach me from both of you. Both from. You know what? Glenn Velvet, let me know who they are. I'll fight them.
I'll fight him. They can't separate us, Glenn.
They can't separate us, Glenn. They can't keep a good thing down. All right. So what I'd like to do real quick.
Firefighter Greg is here to back us up too, Adam. I mean, if we're going to get into a fight, there's nobody I'd rather have standing behind me than Firefighter Greg.
Yo, that is a massive human being.
Massive human being. Firefighter Greg is like 8 feet tall, 400 pounds.
Yeah, he is a massive person. Like, I'm really glad that he likes me. But Jason Simmons would consider him 5'5" and 135.
Yes, Jason Simmons, yes. There you go. He's 6'6", 310.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if I'm walking down a dark alley at night, Greg, you're coming with me, bro.
Yeah. Oh, the Los Angeles Financial Minimalist. You're more than welcome. It's hard to be a financial minimalist in Los Angeles.
Look at Joe's cough.
Trees chop themselves when Greg looks at them. That is pretty awesome. So, yeah. Joey Avocado says, I have a piece of advice. All I saw was I have a piece of avocado. I don't know why that's all I saw, but that's all I saw. Joe said he saw the same. All right. So I got a question. Don't tell your wife how much you have in the pot.
That's his piece of advice. It's a good piece of advice.
Unless she was with you when you had nothing, and then there's no choice there.
Still,
I love you, Sarah. So I got a question. We got Father's Day coming up this weekend, right?
Yes. Happy Father's Day to all my TGG fathers out there.
Hang on a second. I wanted to do something. 1 second. This is going to be good.
Okay. Come on, Ricky. Oh, that's not good, Rick.
Okay.
What are you
I'm
doing
just
there?
waiting on an answer real quick.
What are you? I feel like you're scheming.
I am scheming.
I see you scheming over there.
Not to be confused with scamming, because I feel
Scheming.
like somebody's gonna just clip that audio like I am scamming, you know? Let's see. Hang on, let me send them. Hang on.
The suspense is killing me here.
It's gonna be good.
I hope so.
It is. I'm telling you.
All right.
Hey, can you click that link I sent you? Oh yeah. Look at your
Oh, what a shot.
look at your text messages. Yeah, click it. Yeah, click it. And push play. Did you do it?
Who's coming on here right now?
Yeah. Are you watching it? Did you push play? And you don't hear anyone talking? I guess you couldn't because we're on. Do you see me on there?
Who, Glenn Velvet? That's a great question. Those are two good choices. I'm going to go with Halal Guys.
Correct.
The original Halal Guys is in New York City.
All right. So, Dad, can you hear me? Like, do you see me wave right now?
Oh, it's your pops? That's what I thought you were doing. I thought you were getting your dad on.
All right. I'm gonna hang up. You just listen. Okay. Okay. Bye. All right. There we go. So, guys, what I wanted to do for Father's Day is this. I'd like to know right now how many how many people on here are single dads? If you're a single father, go ahead and type the number 1 if you're a single dad on here. Trevor West, all money in. Bill Martin, FF Greg says soon to be. The J420. Nova Jewel, Neon, Brad Searles, Ed Terrell. Fernando says soon to be. So let me explain something. Father's Day for me is kind of a special one. For those that don't know, my dad, who's now watching the stream live, raised me and my 3 siblings by himself with not a lot of money at all. And it was just really, really tough all the way around. Really, really, really tough all the way around. And if you've watched this live stream for a while, you'll know that every time that somebody says, hey, I'm a single dad, I have this, whatever, I always cave in and give them some sort of a financial break to get them, my dad did the best he could with what he had to work with, but he wasn't investing in the stock market. He wasn't, you couldn't just download an app on your phone, and you couldn't just, download an app on your phone and like Robinhood at that time and try something new. So that he went out there and he traveled and he busted his ass and he did what he had to do, to take care of his kids. And, it's something you don't understand till you're a father, or till you have your own kids. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of single dads inside of True Trading Group. And I'm sure that if my dad would have had the opportunity to find a way to make money from home to be with his kids, or to, not have to run around and beg, borrow, and steal to make it work, which he did, man. I'm sure that he would have taken that option. So, Dad, I love you and happy Father's Day. This is my Father's Day card. I probably won't make it to CVS or Walgreens to get an actual one. So just, you'll be able to replay this on YouTube. So I love you. Happy Father's Day. Brett and Jonathan really have no chance of outdoing this Father's Day card. So your move, Brett. And no, I'm joking.
He's not, though.
I'm not. I love you very much, man, and I'm very appreciative to everything that you did so that I can be in the position that I'm in. And if it wasn't for my dad and taking care of me and giving me the opportunity to figure stuff out, I don't know that I'd even be here, which means none of you would be here on this live stream or with True Trading Group. And I got a question. How many people on this stream right now, how many of you has True Trading Group changed your life? How many of you has that been a thing? where True Trading Group has actually changed your life for the better? Go ahead and type the number 1. If True Trading Group has actually changed your life for the better, go ahead and type the number 1.
A lot of number ones.
A lot of number 1s, man. That's some cool shit. I will now use my father and this emotional moment to segue into a Father's Day sales pitch. And also, let's not forget, I'm not sure if you say Happy Juneteenth or not, but
yeah, I think it's Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth to those as well. So what I'm going to do is this. Everyone, we're going to go ahead and launch a Father's Day sale for the weekend. And we're going to do something we've never done.
Yes.
And Mike pushed back on it quite a bit. He pushed back on it quite a bit. And I wanted to go ahead and do it because I want people out there that are trying to provide better for their family to have an opportunity to do this. And we say it all the time that the stock market is a great equalizer. Go watch any of our streams from this week. We've gotten into serious conversations about it. What I'm going to do is this. From now until Monday, 8:30 p.m. or from now until Monday at 8:30 p.m. Anyone that signs up for True Trading Group, I will give you a full annual membership and a brand new laptop for $850. I'm so sorry, for $900. I said $850. $900. For $900, which is the lowest we've ever offered it at that price. It's 59% off. You get a free laptop, access to all tools and courses until Monday. And this is good till Monday at 6/19 at 8:30 p.m. Mike will explain how to do it. We're not going to put a cap on it. Anyone that wants to do it. I don't know. I'm just reading the screen, Joe. Anyways. So yeah, that's it. So the only thing I will tell you is that the laptops are limited, but the price will not be limited. So we only have 15 laptops between now and Monday at 8:30. The laptops won't last, but the price is good. The price is good all the way till Monday at 8:30. So as long as you see a laptop in your checkout, you're getting it. Mike will explain it. I'm gonna go call my dad. Mike, take her home.
Sure.
Also, real quick, we're giving away $500 Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on this YouTube channel. But you got to get a free ticket. So in a moment, once we're done going over how to sign up, Joe will go ahead and post a link, and then go ahead and you guys will be able to do it. Oh, he's already posting it. So you can click there and register to get a free ticket to be on the live stream, and by getting your free ticket, your name goes into the drawing. All right. Thanks, man.
Excellent. All right, guys, I'll explain to you guys right now how you can take advantage of this. So if you guys go to ttgoffer.com, you'll use the coupon code TTG121. You will then click apply code. You must manually type in the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop from $2,212, which is the normal price if you were to go directly to the website, but you don't have to. You're on this live stream with me right now, so you can use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will then drop from $2,212 down to $900. That will also come with a laptop. The laptop you do not need to enter your address for. You'll get a welcome email after you join with instructions how to claim the laptop. You also do not need to pay for shipping. We pay for shipping. All right. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 different countries. So as long as you live on planet Earth, don't worry about it, folks. We'll get you that laptop. This includes all of our courses and all of our tools. There's no upsell for courses. You get beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. You get access to it for the $900. There are no VIP pro courses that cost more money after you join. Every course is included when you guys join for the $900. You go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, price drops down to $900. You see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting one. It'll be right there inside the checkout cart. You see the laptop icon, then you're good to go. You also get all of our tools. Benzinga Pro's newsfeed, congressional trading data, track the trades being made by members of Congress, insider trades, track the trades being made by members of management. All included for the $900. You guys don't have to pay anything extra for that. Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading Views premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner, ETNA's simulator. Let's trade stocks, options, crypto, futures with fake money, but real-time data so you can practice. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. Guys, it's all included for the $900. You don't have to pay anything extra for any of these items. They're all on the platform when you join for the $900. Our own proprietary scanner lets you create custom scans, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, watch lists from the mods. Every day we tell you what stocks we're focusing on with buy points and sell points, a video library with 600 hours of workshops. All of this is included when you join for the $900. You don't have to pay $1 extra for any of it. And I stand behind this platform, and I believe so strongly in our platform's ability to help you reach your goals that we offer a double your money back guarantee to anyone that joins here during our Father's Day sale. This is how it works. You join here for $900. You have all year, not 14 days, not 30 days, all year. Go through our courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. If you are unable to make back $900 at least one time during your membership, we will give you back $1,800. That's double what you are paying to join our platform. I'll say that again. If you can't make $900 back at least one time after going through the courses, the quizzes, and attending a study group, then at the end of your membership, we'll give you back $1,800. Now, we can do that because we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.49% of all of our members since 2016. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews, actually. And 78% of our members renew their membership or have gone on to become lifetime members of TTG. If our refund rate was 15 or 20%, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. But since it's 2.49, I can. And I will, and we do. If you are a trial member currently, or you used to be a trial member, or you used to be an annual member, and you guys want to take advantage of this deal, you must send us a text message so that we can whitelist your email address. The phone number to text is at the bottom of your screen. It is 786-505-4049. Again, that is 786-505-4049. Text that number with your name and email, and we will whitelist your email and give you the $900 price point, and then you'll get the free laptop as well. You can also text that number if you have any questions. So if you have questions at all about the platform, the membership, the money back guarantee, our trading, the courses, anything at all, the tools, text that phone number at the bottom of your screen. We will be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. All right. Again, ttgoffer.com. You must manually enter TTG121 coupon code. Then click apply code, and the price will then drop down to the $900. All right. This is actually the lowest price that we've ever given away a membership with a laptop. That laptop is free. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. We cover shipping. Again, we ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 countries. So don't worry about it. As long as you live on Earth, we'll get you one of those free laptops. All right. This offer is good until Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Take advantage of it, folks. All right. And again, if you have any questions, you guys text that number. Terrell Murray says, I want in for 900 ASAP. Then Terrell, just go to ttgoffer.com and then enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops to 900, brother. You see a laptop, you're good. Check out, done deal. If you're having a hard time signing up, this goes for anybody. And guys, you can text this number throughout the weekend, even if you're watching this live after it's already aired. Don't hesitate. Text the number 786-505-4049, and we'll help you guys if you're having a hard time signing up. Again, if you used to be a member, you got to text that number as well. If you used to be a trial, you got to text that number, and we'll get you guys hooked up. Also, TTG members, make sure check your text messages and your emails in a bit. We have something special for you as well this weekend. Members of True Trading Group, check your text and your emails in a little bit. We got something special for you as well. That's if you already are a member. We got something special for you guys this weekend as well. All right, folks? Cool. Excellent. All right, guys. So that kind of wraps up things for us here. I hope you guys enjoy the long holiday weekend. Like, I said, happy Father's Day to all of the TTG fathers that we have out there. Happy Juneteenth. We're off on Monday. Don't forget, markets are closed on Monday. We're going to go live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Monday evening. This deal that I'm offering you right now, what kind of laptop? It'll be either an Asus, HP, Acer, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. Listen, it's not a MacBook Pro, okay? It's not a $1,300 laptop, right? The laptop's worth a few $100, but it's totally free. We cover the shipping. You can use it to trade with. You can give it to your kid for school. Hell, sell it on eBay for all I care. It's a free gift to you for joining the TTG fam. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, and the price will drop down to the 900. Guys, don't forget, if you have any questions about anything, text us 786-505-4049. All right. So again, any questions? And guys, don't forget, we're giving away $500 Monday night, but you need a ticket in order to have a shot. We're giving away $500 Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on the live stream, but you need a ticket. The tickets are totally free. Getting a ticket enters you into the $500 giveaway. It's free. So maybe, Joe, if you want to post up the link inside chat one more time, everybody make sure you click this link. All right? Click that link and get your free ticket. It's a free ticket. And then we will give away $500 to one lucky person on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern live. All right, folks. So here's what we'll do. Let me actually show you the platform for those of you that are interested. Okay. Reginald, I don't know what you're talking about, Reg. Nobody was aggressive with you. I actually support you guys here every show, but you guys get aggressive fast over a simple question. I don't know what are you talking about? I didn't get aggressive over anything. I'm sorry if you took it that way. You asked what kind of laptop. I told you what kind of laptop. I'm just telling you, it's not like a I'm just letting you know. We're not giving you like this crazy high-powered gaming laptop. It's not like $1,000 laptop. I'm just letting you know. It's a couple $100.
Yeah, Reginald, you have to excuse him. He's from Jersey and he's Italian. So sometimes when he speaks, you're just gonna hear like some things that maybe
sound like I'm yelling. Maybe it sounds like I'm yelling.
Yeah, no, he's fine. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be aggressive. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's the Italian and the Jersey in him. You can't help it.
Yes, I guess. Yeah. No, but all good. So guys, what I'll do now is I'll show you guys the platform. So if you are interested, stick around. I'll show you the platform, what it looks like, so you know what the 900 gets you. If you guys are not interested, you can sign up the live stream now. We're done with the stock market talk. Before you go, make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, turn on your notifications, make sure you get your ticket because I'm giving away $500 on Monday. And for those of you that are interested, let's check out the platform. You're going to get obviously the chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades, answering questions, giving you commentary. We're with you from pre-market all the way through until the close. We're not gone after an hour or two and you're left to fend for yourself. The moderators are with you for the entire trading day. There's 9 professional traders with you each day. You'll also be able to use the mobile app. The mobile app is available for you. For those of you that can't be in front of your computer, as long as you have your cell phone, you're good. You can be in chat, see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter or exit trades. That way you can follow along with what we're doing in chat directly from your cell phone. 2 small private study groups with our mods to help speed up that learning curve. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. That's $1,000 if you go to Benzinga on your own. It's included when you join us for 900. Congressional trading data to track trades by Congress. Insider trading to track trades by management. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. It's included when you join us. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform live, so you guys can use it to figure out what are the hottest stocks in the market. A simulator from ET&A lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money but real-time data. That's like, I don't know, $600 or $700 a year if you were to go to ET&A directly. It's included on our platform. You get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. A lot of you pay for all of that data and all that information now. It's included when you join our platform for 900. You also get a trading journal. Some of you may pay for TradingView, VUE. We've got similar software, trading journal that tracks all your trades and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics, so you don't have to pay for that anymore. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you get downloadable reports, tells you how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Watch lists from the mods every day. We tell you exactly what stocks we're focused on, with where we're looking to buy, where we're looking to short, so you know exactly what the game plan is before the day even begins. Then you have the courses. Our courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned in the 3-month training program while working at the fund. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You guys have access to all of it. There are no VIP courses that cost more money. There's no upsell for courses. All of the courses are included. There's a video library with 600 hours of workshops covering different topics. You can start attending those workshops live when you become a full-time member. Now, guys, listen, as much as I would love to, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But if you do join TTG and you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend one study group, and you fail to make $900 back at least one time during your membership, then at the end of the membership, I'll give you back $1,800. That's the deal. We can do that because we only have to give a refund to 2.49% of our users. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with 2,200 reviews, and 78% of our members renew their membership. If you have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. Otherwise, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $900. It's a 59% discount, and you get yourself a free laptop. Be on the lookout for a welcome email after you join. In that welcome email is instructions how to claim your free laptop. If you used to be a member or a trial member, you have to text us so we can whitelist your email, 786-505-4049. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. Again, big shout out. Happy Father's Day to all of my TTG fathers out there. Enjoy the weekend. Markets are closed Monday. have fun, relax, spend time with loved ones, but then come back Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here. We're giving away $500. You need a ticket. The tickets are free. Click the link, get yours. I'll see you guys back here at 8:30. We'll give away $500, and I'll go over my game plan and top trade ideas for the week. I'll see you guys all on Monday. Have a great weekend.